the starting in the history of currency. Now, this was centralized. These economics was centralized and it was controlled by some authority. We talked about decentralization. Decentralization, where one authority is not supposed to have all the power to control. Like the government will not control. We, the people, want to control. So this was the idea where people began. Now, I hope you guys understood that when we were talking about currency, our base was like after the barter system closed it, and we came up with the standard, the gold and silver standard. So the standard or the backbone of the currency or the economy was gold. So, like suppose there is a government officer and he is supposed to be paid 30 gram of gold every month. So what they did was, okay, don't take that 30 gram of gold. Instead, from us take an equal amount of currency notes, which would be having something that is written there. Ki I promise to pay the bearer a sum of 1,000 rupee or 500 rupee for each paper note, and that is signed by the government of, yeah, like the president of India. So that is a guarantee that you are supposed to have that much of worth of gold. But since gold is not that easy to carry, and gold would be better in case it is kept in the government treasury, and you are given a note that this paper has a value equivalent to uh, zero point 0.1 gram of gold or 0.09 gram of gold. So this paper has that much of value, and that is what was given. Now, when we are talking about, again, this was done by a certain group of people who were in the government. Now, this was done by the government. Now, people came up with this idea: no, government is cheating on us. So let us come up with our own currency. So now every currency has a different uh, mm, what do you call, has a different backbone. Like we had gold as the backbone uh, for our paper currency. Similarly, these currencies, cryptocurrencies, have different things to as their backbone. I hope you guys were able to understand till this much. If you confirm, I might move ahead. In case no, I can get back to that. Yep, guys, it was that clear. Guys, were you able to understand? Guys, I hope I am audible. Just confirm. Guys, am I audible? Sakash or anyone, can you please confirm? Guys, let me know if I am audible. In case. And I don't know if you guys are getting or not. Akash has sent me a text. Okay, Akash might be. So, am I audible, Akash? You can text me on WhatsApp, not a problem. Mm, am I clear? Whatever I told, I was taking, it was clear to all of you. Yeah, I am audible, and I hope whatever we were discussing, it was clear. Okay, fine. So, what these cryptocurrencies do, they invest in some kind of technology, and that is like we had gold for our currency notes. Similarly, we are using different technologies, some new technology, and that is the backbone of our cryptocurrencies. Now, the benefit of cryptocurrency, according to the people who are in the cryptocurrency, is that even in case, like suppose, we saw many banks getting bankrupt. Now, in case the banks get bankrupt, your money does not have any value and you are not entitled. Besides, in case of a cyber attack, it is really very easy to those of money from your bank accounts or from your digital wallets. But the same is not true for cryptocurrency. Now, for cryptocurrency, we are using something called a blockchain technology that is again into ledgers. I hope you understand ledgers. Ledgers means those registers where you are maintaining the credits and the debit reports. So this blockchain technology is so strong that it will not allow anything outside of its encryption key, and the decryption key, and this encryption and decryption in blockchain is done on several layers. So that makes this cryptocurrency or this blockchain technology very strong in case of any cyber attacks on the currency. But now that is again, I hope you were able to understand that in case someone has my uh, pin, he can easily don't take it like that. Now, in case we are talking about the banking applications or internet banking, hacking these websites is very easy and people are hacking and people are getting to it and they are siphoning off a lot of money of the people. So that is happening. But with blockchain technology, it is you cannot touch the data since it has such a strong encryption and such a strong ledger system, the blockchain technology, which does not allow you to peek in, sneak in. That is absolutely not possible. Blockchains, I hope you have seen those chains. It behaves in the same manner. It does not allow any open ports or anywhere. Um, I am facing some trouble with my network. That is why I am unable to get your text. You have seen those chains. What happens is in the chain, each and every end is closely attached with. I am facing trouble with my connectivity. But the good part is I am still connected with you. So each and every block is finely attached, and is nothing open, no open ports that anyone can try to sneak in. Similarly, this blockchain technology is again like that. It does not allow any open ports or any open identities from where anyone can sneak in. If you do not have the credentials, if you do not have those encryption and decryption keys, you cannot peek into the ledger. So that is my cryptocurrency, and this is how it works. I believe that was clear. And in case anyone faces any question, you are free to connect with me on WhatsApp and text your message in case I am unable to receive it here because of my connectivity. Now again, this is what you can see. My messages are not getting delivered, your messages are not getting delivered as was told to me by Akash. Oh. Fine, I believe that makes you understand this in case no one is texting me. Now, you guys can reach out to me on this number. It's 9751407. I am connected with you in your WhatsApp groups. So, in case there is anything, just text me on WhatsApp. I will take that. Since this number won't be delivered to you, I am putting it here. Now, in case no one has anything to say, let us come to another upcoming field, that is AI. Do you guys have any idea about AI, artificial intelligence? What it is all about and where are we using it, how it is affecting us? Whatever your ideas might be, just ping me on WhatsApp. Teaching a program by feeding it data. Mm, let us call it, this was, I believe, Akash. Akash has given something really good, that is teaching a program by giving it data. Uh, Instead of giving it, let us call it feeding it data. Feeding it with data. So, what do you think? How many agree with this definition? Instead of calling it I will call it machine learning. Now, machine learning can be said to be a subset of artificial intelligence. Now, neither machine learning is artificial intelligence, neither artificial intelligence is machine learning. But we can say a part of artificial intelligence is, in case this is AI, this is machine learning. Now, you might think that I have made this machine learning part very small. Uh, but that was on purpose. Since machine learning is not as vast as my artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is like very broad. Again, saying feeding it with data, obviously, feeding it with data. Feeding data is the most prime thing about machine learning or artificial intelligence. It is true for both. Now, I agree with Akash on this that many of us misunderstand artificial intelligence and think of AI as some kind of robot or some kind of like big machines that are working. And those robots who are trying to fight humans. So, a lot of new things we are thinking. But in fact, artificial intelligence is nothing but an algorithm that might be a program, that might be an algorithm, which is mimicking or trying to imitate human behavior, which is trying to work like a human. So that is my artificial intelligence. An algorithm or program fed with data trying to imitate humans. By imitating humans, what do you mean? What can we understand? Data sending is good, but my reception is really bad. Yeah. Face recognition, etc. Right, that is what uh, Akash says. Now, it can be a lot of things. Now, I hope you guys have a basic understanding of programming. Now, what happens in programming is you write it in your own high level language that is being compiled to a lower level language, and that in turn is interpreted into assembly language, and that in turn is broken down to somewhat binary opcodes, right from writing print to it is broken down to binary opcodes, that is 01 and 01 and 01, and that is what my machines understand. So that is how programming did work in previously. Now what we are doing now is we are creating programs that can understand your voice directly. An example can be Alexa or Siri, or if you guys have noticed, you can do it with Google as well. It will allow you to speak in the microphone. Google search binary. Google search binary. Google search binary. Now, that might not work, but you guys have tried it and it works. Might be because there is a lot of background noise from my end. So that is something called the natural language processing. Another example of this natural language processing can be said to be my mm, chatbots. I'm not sure how well you have used those chatbots, And I'm not sure if this thing is working for me. So it was not because of my background noise, it was because my connectivity is not that good. Sending speed is fine, reception is really in a very bad shape. That is not allowing anything to work. Yeah. I'm not sure how much you understand that chatbots, but on several websites you have seen some chatbots which is trying to say, hi, how can I help you today? Similarly, in case any one of you uses IRCTC website, he might see an application that is called Disha, which is doing that. Right. So that is by natural language processing. Since it is not working, mm, we might see that sometime later. That is natural language processing when uh, the machines and the algorithms are understanding your language. The next that was said by Ashok, yes, Ashok or who it was? Akash, sorry, was face recognition. We called it computer vision. Uh, since you guys are unable to respond, now computer vision can be taken. One example can be the face recognition system we are using in our mobile phones. The face locks. So just think, computers cannot keep your images. They are simply what they're doing is they are creating. We talked about something called sampling and reconstruction. Now, suppose this is a face, right? I'm really bad at drawing. So, this is an eye, really very bad at drawing. Then we have this nose that doesn't look like a nose. Then we have something called the lips. Now, what they do is they create a they are creating this the distance between the lips and the chin, the difference between the nostril and the lip, and they are creating these things. So they are creating this the distance between each and every feature, and based upon this data they are matching with the your image with the data that they have in the database. And in case it matches, your phone unlocks. In case it does not match, your phone does not unlock. That is one example. Another, you guys might have used Google Photos. Now, in case you guys are using Google Photos, you must have seen that the Google Photos creates automatically several uh, folders that has a name. Suppose I have uh, Shah Rukh Khan in my gallery. So every image that might have Shah Rukh Khan, it will be labeled with Shah Rukh Khan. Though Shah Rukh Khan is uh, facing upwards or downwards or side or wherever, it is matching. Though I do not know Shah Rukh Khan. In case I had Queen Victoria, so another folder would be created with Queen Victoria. So, and all the images that might contain Queen Victoria would go to that. In case I have Sachin Tendulkar, to Sachin Tendulkar, all the images that have Sachin Tendulkar in it, it will go there. So that is how this the computer vision works. So they create the features, they create the algorithm on how to recognize a picture, your face, and all the dimensions and everything would be there in that database, and it will match yours. Now, another example or another usage of these computer vision is the security cameras. Now, those security cameras, now we have security cameras that are developed so much that they can notice that you are over speeding or you are breaking the traffic laws. So that is something, again, let us not discuss that, but let us discuss something for which we are using uh, these security cameras. Now, security cameras can be used, are being used to identify criminals. Now you have database of all the criminals in the country, throughout the country,
Right.
and you have millions of security cameras throughout India. Now what happens is, in case any of the person with the features which is there in the criminal database, if it matches with a person who has just crossed any of these security cameras, we would be coming up with an alarm. And that alarm will allow you to know that this criminal has passed this security camera, and that is where we are using artificial intelligence and computer vision for. Then we are also using these security camera, yet this artificial intelligence for decision making. Now, what we mean by decision making is, again, for us, decision making is really very easy since we have a very developed brain. We can work on multi logic layers at the same time. Now, suppose my mother says, go to the market and get me some fresh fruits. So, what I do is, I go to the market, I figure out what are the different fruits that are available. Fine apple. Apple seems to be very costly at 220 rupee a kg. I'm not supposed to buy it. Next, let us see what else is available. So I find peaches are also available at 180 rupee per kg. But again, this see my mother doesn't like it. So leave it. Then we have some other fruits like strawberry also available, and that costs 150 rupee per kg, and that doesn't look fresh. Since Patna, yeah, like we in Bihar do not have strawberries. We do not grow strawberries, so that is not fresh. And my mother also doesn't like uh, strawberries. Then come down a little lower and find mangoes. Okay, mangoes. Now this mangoes are at 90 rupee a kg, but it's not for the season for mangoes. So mangoes like they are not supposed to be bought. Now I go down again and I find banana. Banana at 40 rupee per dozen. That is something fresh and that is something my mother loves. So I buy three dozens of banana for 120 rupee and I come back home. So that is the complex decision making I am doing. But in case I am talking about a machine or an algorithm making a decision, it can be only one layer of decision making at a time. So it can work on a if else loop depending upon the kind of data I have. So it can work on if else or a for loop. So that is something very new for you, and let's not talk about it. But it can define like, okay, uh, this is this is not a cat, it might be a dog. It can make a decision at a time. Suppose I am making a decision like that. So, guys, I hope I am with you. You guys can hear me. Computer not connected, I don't know. Those who are there, please ping me on WhatsApp. If Hmm. Hmm. Fine. I'm not sure if this will work. This will, if that works, I will show you how it is. But my network seems to be in a bad shape. It's not working. Day after tomorrow, I will be showing it. Uh, Google Teachable Machine that will encompass computer vision and decision making. So these are the different features an AI machine can have. It can process natural language, it can have a vision, and it can make decisions. So these are the three ways you can recognize uh, an intelligent machine. So let me, it's really in a very bad shape. Teachable machine with Google. It is in such a bad shape. Can't believe it is so bad. But I hope you are able to hear me. The Google search did not work because of my speed, about my bandwidth. Fine, I don't know what I should do now. Can anyone please ping me on WhatsApp that are you able to hear me or not? Okay, someone has said, I don't know who it is, but someone has said, okay, thank you. Oh, great, 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 great. Thank you, Mukesh. Now, again, the communication is such. Now, anything else, you guys? This is what AI can be. Now, let me tell you how you are using AI. So, where are we using it? Uh, mm, you guys are using Google Photos. The classification that is being made, and it is creating different folders. That is where you are using AI. We have Google Maps. Now, in Google Maps, you search for a path and it will tell you the path, the most optimal path that you should follow that will take the least amount of time. That is again where decision making is taking place. That is where you are using Google Maps. Then your Google search. Your Google search is also using AI. Now, I don't know how will it work or not. What you do is you write something. Suppose World Cup. So it gives me, I'm not thinking of World Cup, but World Cup 2022 is the most widely sought after thing in this area. Right. Most of the people from my area, they are searching for World Cup 2022. These are the things they are searching for. That is why it is giving me these uh, recommendations. So this recommendation is again something like AI that is using decision making. Then we are using it in Facebooks. I hope most of you are using Facebook or any social media platform. Now, in social media platform, what happens is you get recommendations. Recommendations of what? That you might know this person, be it LinkedIn, be it Facebook, or be it anything. You are getting recommendations. Now, these recommendations are using AI algorithms. Now, how? Now, I belong to Patna, right? This is what I give Facebook, and I give my age, 33. That is my age. And these are the two things I give. And then I like somewhat called news. I like technology, and I also give an information that I work for ADIT Foundation. Fine. So from tomorrow, I would be getting recommendations, friend requests, or recommendation for friends from people who belong to Bihar, who are of the age group 30 to 35, and who are into technology. So this is what I would be getting. So that is the first layer. The second layer would be something like, suppose I get a friend. Suppose Mukesh is my becomes my friend. Mukesh is in Calicut. NSTI. He loves suppose this is. Now Mukesh has a friend, suppose Akash. Right. I am friends with Mukesh, and Mukesh is friends with Akash. And both have NSTI in common. Fine. So what happens is it sees that Nashif is connected to someone in the NSTI. So might be this Akash also who belongs to NSTI in Calicut, Nashit might know him as well. So this way it will make a decision and it will give me a suggestion or a recommendation to make Akash my friend. So this is how we use it in on most of the social media platform. I hope you guys were able to understand this. This is how we are using it in our daily lives. Now, in case anyone has any question, you might put it in the chat. Yeah, not in the chat box, but on WhatsApp chat. On WhatsApp, I can take that. Now I believe I'm getting something. No, I can find a message here. Yes, sir, your voice, audio, I cannot read it here. Might be my network is stabilizing. Teachable machine with Google. And I'm not sure if it would open or not. I hope you understood this. Now, anything else you guys would like me to cover? You can put it in WhatsApp chat.